Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Titus Andronicus, a play by William Shakespeare. The full title of the play is The Lamentable Tragedy of Titus Andronicus, and this is a tragedy written between 1588 and 1593. The play begins with the death of the Roman emperor, and after his death, his two sons, Saturnius and Basinius, they quarrel over who will become the next king. A tribune, Marcus Andronicus, announces that the people want their brother Titus as the new emperor, and soon Titus will be returning to Rome after a 10-year campaign against the Goths. As expected, Titus arrives and he brings along with him prisoners as Tamora, the queen of the Goths, and her three sons Alberus, Chiron, and Demetrius, and her also a secret lover Aaron the Moor. Despite Tamora's desperate pleas, Titus sacrifices her elder son Alberus to avenge the deaths of 21 of his own sons during the war. Distraught, Tamora and her two surviving sons, they vow to obtain revenge on Titus and also on his family. At the same time, Titus refuses the offer of the throne and he supports Saturnius, and therefore Saturnius is duly elected as the next king. Now Saturnius tells Titus that for his first act as emperor, he will marry Titus's daughter Lavinia. Titus agrees to it, although Lavinia is already betrothed to Saturnius' brother Basanius, and Basanius actually refuses to give her up because he loves her so much. Titus's sons tell Titus that Basanius is in the right under Roman law, but Titus refuses to listen, accusing them all of treachery and kills his own son Mutius. Saturnius then denounces the Andronici family for their effeminacy and shocks Titus by marrying Tamora. Putting into motion her plan for revenge, Tamora advises Saturnius to pardon Basanius and the Andronici family, which he reluctantly does. During a royal hunt the following day, Aaron persuades Demetrius and Chiron to kill Basanius so that they may rape Lavinia. They also do so, and they throw Basanius' body into a pit and they drag Lavinia deep into the forest before violently raping her. And in order to keep her from revealing what has happened to her, they cut her tongue and also cut off her hands so that she will not speak and tell the truth. At the same time, she will not be able to write and tell the truth to anyone else. Meanwhile, Aaron writes a forged letter which frames Titus' sons Martius and Quintus for the murder of Basanius. Horrified at the death of his brother, Saturnus arrests Martinus and Quintus and sentences them to death. Sometime later, Marcus discovers the mutilated Lavinia and takes her to her father, who is still shocked at the accusations levelled at his sons, and upon seeing Lavinia, he is overcome with grief. Aaron then visits Titus and falsely tells him that Saturnius will spare Martius and Quintus if either Titus, Marcus, or Titanus, remaining son Lucius, cuts off one of their hands and sends it to him. Though Marcus and Lucius are willing, Titus says that he will offer his own left hand, and he cuts off and sends it to the emperor. However, a messenger brings back Martius's and Quintus's severed heads along with Titus's own severed hand. Desperate for revenge, Titus orders Lucius to flee Rome and raise an army among their conquered enemy, the Goths. Later, Lavinia writes the names of attackers in the dirt using a stick held with a mouth and between her arms. Meanwhile, Aaron is informed that Tamora has secretly given birth to a mixed race baby fathered by Aaron. That is, the father of the child is Aaron, which will draw Saturnus' wrath. Though Tamara wants the baby killed, Aaron kills the nurse to keep the child's race a secret and flees to raise his son among the Goths. Thereafter, Lucius, marching on Rome with an army, captures Aaron and threatens to hang the infant. In order to save his baby, Aaron reveals the entire revenge plot to Lucius. Back in Rome, Titus's behavior suggests he might be deranged. Convinced of Titus's madness, Tamora, Demetrius, and Chiron, dressed as the spirits of revenge, murder, and rape respectively, approach Titus in order to persuade him to have Lucius remove his troops from Rome. Tamora, as revenge, tells Titus that she will grant him revenge on all of his enemies if he convinces Lucius to postpone the imminent attack on Rome. Titus agrees and sends Marcus to invite Lucius to a reconciliatory feast. Revenge then offers to invite the emperor and Tamora as well, and is about to leave when Titus insists that rape and murder stay with him. When Tamora has gone, Titus has Chiron and Demetrius restrained, cuts their throats, and drains their blood into a basin held by Lavinia. Titus tells Lavinia that he will play the cook, grind the bones of Didymus and Chiron into powder, and bake their heads into 2 pies which he will serve to their mother. The next day during the feast at his house, Titus asks Saturnus if a father should kill his daughter when she has been raped. When Saturnus answers that he should, Titus kills Lavinia and tells Saturnus of the rape. When the emperor calls for Chiron and Demetrius, Titus reveals that they are baked in the pies Tamora has already been eating. Titus then kills Tamora and is immediately killed by Saturnus, who is subsequently killed by Lucius to avenge his father's death. Lucius is then proclaimed emperor. He orders that Titus and Lavinia be laid in their family tomb, that Saturnus be given a state burial, and that Tamora's body be thrown to the wild beast outside the city, and that Aaron be hanged. Aaron, however, regrets that he did not do more evil in his life. Lucius decides Aaron deserves to be buried chest deep as punishment and left to die of thirst and starvation, and Aaron is taken away to be punished thus. And here ends the play. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please do write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.